You know, I think, I really do think the Premier League needs to go. Go it alone. Go on. See, the difference between me and the rest of you is that I actually have respect for Steve Bruce. I may not be a Newcastle supporter, but I actually have respect for Steve Bruce. For somebody to do a job on next to nothing financially, and Newcastle fans still can't stand their own. Now, it makes no sense. Yeah, it makes no sense. You can only work with what you got. Have you ever heard that time and time again? They say the same thing over and over again. You can only work with what you got. So when Steve Bruce works with what he got, the fans treat him like rubbish. If he could sign players of 80 million, like Man City, like Manchester United, 50 million, 60 million, probably 70 million, like Liverpool, then I'd argue about it. If he'd spent all that money that the rest of those that I mentioned. And if I'd argue about it, because he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be in the relegation zone. But he didn't. He didn't spend it because he didn't have it. The Tottenham game was always going to be his last game, whether he won or lost. Because you stubborn piece of crap of Newcastle fans, are not satisfied with anything unless it's Kevin Keegan. So what is going on? So what's going on? Right? Why do you dislike every manager that walks in? I think the only manager apart from Kevin Keegan that today's generation seems to like, which I like, was the late Bobby Robson. Sorry, the late Sir Bobby Robson. Kevin Keegan was Mr. Newcastle, but he was too passionate, so they sacked him. He became Fulham manager. No. He be an England manager. And he quit after getting smashed 5-1 by Germany. He then becomes Fulham manager. What happened? He didn't get promoted, if my memory serves me right. But then you had Kevin Keegan, Ruud Gullit. Now Ruud Gullit got sacked because he got sacked for basically benching Alan Shearer, Newcastle's homeboy. And yet, yeah, okay, as I said before, Steve Bruce managed your rivals, Sunderland. But he did it. He did the job without any money. Next to nothing. And I would love nothing more than to manage my home team, my hometown. I would love nothing more to do that than to do that. But the fact is I'm about 396 miles away. But the facts that Newcastle gave Steve Bruce a job, gave their hometown guy a job, means something. It's like Craig Bellamy went to Cardiff, played for his hometown club, and then managed in the academy. Do you young ones, because obviously that's clearly what it is, the young ones, the younger generation who don't know the difference between success and failure, or work hard and try your best for the end product. Does that get into the younger one's head? The abuse Steve Bruce received from his own fans is a disgrace. I was always looking out for Newcastle United's scores after I'd watched a football match live in the stadium. And I was looking out for Newcastle scores. But now, you're just a bunch of disgraceful people, spoiled people. Never satisfied with what you got. Always gonna make something out of nothing, knowing that the facts are he had no money, next to nothing, to buy players. So yeah, I hope you get relegated. And I really hope that you get fined for breaking financial fair play rules, just so you can get promoted back. Nah. I really hope if you break the financial fair play rules, just to get promoted back to the Premier League. I hope you get fined. Newcastle United fans, the respect's gone out the window. You make me sick.